Graduation Day is a 1981 slasher film. It's about a woman returning to high school for graduation. She's in the military, and her younger sister died during a track and field incident at the beginning of the film. So she's there to, she's not there for graduation, she's there to be there as like a memorial thing for the students, because there's a lot of her friends that were there. So however, a masked assailant is killing the students and they don't know why. So most of this movie is basically just about that. But I also like the protagonist having the martial arts, well, not martial arts, but the military combat training that lets her survive a little bit against the killer. So she's like a really developed final girl at least. And then we find out who the killer is and everything's pretty awesome. The ending's pretty audacious too. Kills are pretty memorable. The plot's actually really good for this one. I wasn't expecting too much, but this movie was received negatively by critics at the time, but has developed a cult following, and I can understand why. The plot's really unique compared to other slasher movies. I don't remember much about the kills, to be honest, but I remember the story. Really unique. I really liked the main character, the killer. The twists that happened in the finale was really memorable. So I give Graduation Day a 6 out of 10. Silent Scream is a slasher movie that I didn't know much about, but I was like writing down a whole bunch of ones from the 80s. This one's about a young woman trying to find her own place to live, and she finds this house with some other students, and they're renting from a lady and her son, who's kind of a loner, I guess. So after finding a great, hilarious opening montage of her finding all these crappy places, she finally finds a place to find her own. However, someone ends up dead and the police get involved, and we find out that someone is killing co-eds and it's going to be a long night. So this movie actually has a really unique story and antagonist. I wasn't really expecting much. You know, it's a lower budget movie, lesser known movie for sure. But the movie just is really unique in terms of its plot. However, the thrills and kills aren't that great. It's lower budget for sure. And I do remember like what happens, but I remember the ending being a little bit dragged out because it's one of those movies that kind of reaches for the end to make it at least 80 minutes long. So this one, yeah, I remember like what happens, but it didn't leave much of an impression on me, even though the villain was really unique. So I give Silent Scream a 5 out of 10.